Fulfillment of the 4 foundations of mindfulness. And how, bhikkhus, does mindfulness of breathing, developed and cultivated, fulfill the 4 foundations of mindfulness? Bhikkhus, on whatever occasion a bhikkhu breathing in long understands I breathe in long, or breathing out long understands I breathe out long. Breathing in short understands I breathe in short, or breathing out short he understands I breathe out short. Trains thus, I shall breathe in experiencing the whole body of breath. He trains thus, I shall breathe out, experiencing the whole body of breath. He trains thus, I shall breathe in, tranquilizing the bodily formation. He trains thus, I shall breathe out, tranquilizing the bodily formation. On that occasion, a bhikkhu abides contemplating the body as a body, ardent, fully aware and mindful, having put away covetousness and grief for the world. This is a repetition of the previous paragraph. You remember? The most important word is understand. Do you understand when the breath is long, when it is short? Yes, do you have the knowing, the understanding? That is called awareness. Yeah, completely being aware from one breath to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next is important. And did you do yesterday? I told you the whole body of breath. Could you feel the whole body? Till where do you breathe out? Tell me. Till where could you feel the body of breath outside? Okay, so you feel till here, like that. Okay. I had explained putting away covetousness and grief. Covetousness means wanting that which belongs to somebody else. Yeah, covetousness. So, ये जो greed होता है हम में, thirst, experience का thirst, people का thirst, लोगों का thirst, प्यार का thirst. This is called covetousness. Wanting that which I don't have right now is covetousness. Put this aside. When you're doing Satipatthana, 100% there. 100%. Make it every time. Whenever you're doing, 100% there. Not getting lost in raga, I want this to happen, I want this to change, or I don't want this. All this should be put aside. You put aside by moment to moment you have to do it, na? To relax the tension in the head, in the meninges. Relax, smile, relax, smile. It's a continuous process. You have to keep doing it. Yes? Yes, it's hard work. It is the real meditation. That's why you get exhausted. That's fine. Get up after 40 minutes, 45 minutes. If you're too tired, get up. It's okay. Slowly your capacity will increase to 1 hour. Whatever you can manage is good. Don't be too pushy. When you push too much, what happens? When you push a teenager, what happens? Right. Don't do that. Don't do that with yourself. Be kind. Okay, let me just do 15 minutes. But do those 15 minutes pura focus ke saath. Full sincerity. Can you do that? You don't have to do too long. With full sincerity, I have to break my habit patterns. Okay? I say that this is a certain body among the bodies, namely in-breathing and out-breathing. What is body amongst bodies. Because he said breath has a body, no? The body of breath. See, this is written in sutras which are poetic. Yeah, so it is body among this big body. So, आगे आएगा body in body. We'll do it. Dukkha of the world. Covetousness comes under raga, grief comes under dvesha or dukkha. Yes, raga and dvesha basically. That is why on that occasion a bhikkhu abides contemplating the body as a body, ardent, fully aware and mindful, having put away covetousness and grief for the world. This is a repetition, this whole paragraph, except that little covetousness part. Bhikkhus, on whatever occasion a bhikkhu trains thus, I shall breathe in experiencing rapture. How many of you experience joy, subtle sensations all over the body, happiness? That is called rapture. Yeah? Rapture is happiness in the body, pleasure is happiness in the mind. In Pali, the words are Pitti and Sukha. Pitti is rapture, P-I-T-I. Pitti is rapture. Sukha is pleasure. Next line is Sukha. I shall breathe in experiencing rapture. He trains thus. I shall breathe out experiencing rapture. He trains thus. I shall breathe in experiencing pleasure. He trains thus. I shall breathe out experiencing pleasure. He trains thus. I shall breathe in experiencing the mental formation. What was mental formation? Perception, sensation. जो वेदना फील होती है, it is a mental formation. Yeah, sensation is a mental formation. He trains thus. I shall breathe out experiencing the mental formation. He trains thus. I shall breathe in tranquilizing the mental formation. What is tranquilizing? The relaxing part. Yeah? Relaxing. When you relax the meninges, that is the part. Yeah? Tranquilizing the mental formation. He trains thus. I shall breathe out, tranquilizing the mental formation. On that occasion, a bhikkhu abides, I would say observing, not contemplating, observing. Feelings as feelings, ardent, fully aware and mindful. What is the difference between the previous paragraph and this? So the first paragraph was Kayanupasthana, because there's body in body, remember? Yes? In body there is breath. So the first paragraph was Kayanupasthana. This paragraph is Vedananupasthana. Feelings as feelings. And feelings are all mental formations. I say that this is a certain feeling among the feelings, namely giving close attention to in-breathing and out-breathing. Remember, I keep telling you, do you feel the breath? Do you feel the breath? Yeah? So it is a feeling amongst all the other feelings that you have in the body. Yeah? The in-breath and the out-breath. Sensation is equal to feeling. Feeling is equal to sensation here. Yeah? In his translation. In Pali, there's one word, Vedana. He has translated like that. That is why on that occasion a bhikkhu abides observing feelings as feelings, ardent, fully aware and mindful, having put away covetousness and grief for the world. So are you seeing he's connecting Anapana with Satipatthana? Can you see that? In the breath, the first was body in body, yeah? And then in the second paragraph, the touch of the breath, the feeling of the breath, he has put together with Vedananupasthana, that part of Satipatthana. You getting it? So he's saying while doing Anapana itself, you are doing Satipatthana. You're starting here, really, and that's why you feel little tingling, little whatever sensations here, and then you know you are ready, and then you start feeling sensations here, and then you start and kiya, ho gaya, full, fantastic. Bhikkhus, on whatever occasion a bhikkhu trains thus, I shall breathe in experiencing the mind, trains thus, I shall breathe out experiencing the mind. Means thoughts come up. Yeah, thoughts come up, perception, Sanya does its own dance. Every time you breathe in, breathe out. Noticed? In between the in-breath and out-breath, did you notice no thoughts come? Has your awareness become that pointed, that sharp? If not, put it down as the next task for you. Whenever I do the next Anapana, I have to notice that between in-breath and out-breath and between out-breath and in-breath, in that pause, does a thought come up? Test karo. Test yourself. The gap between the in-breath and out-breath, the gap between out-breath and in-breath. In the gap, is there a thought? He trains thus, I shall breathe in, gladdening the mind. And he trains thus, I shall breathe out, gladdening the mind. Are you doing it? Or are you a big miser and smiling? I don't see everybody smiling all the time. It's okay if your jaw pains, you keep smiling. You get it? You smile only when I tell you to smile. You should smile on your own. It'll become easier. It sounds so, how can just smiling take it away? But it is true. It takes the unwholesome states away. Again and again and again, keep smiling. Okay. I shall breathe in, gladdening the mind, and he trains thus, I shall breathe out, gladdening the mind. He trains thus, I shall breathe in, concentrating the mind. So instead of concentrating, we say collecting. And I shall breathe out, collecting the mind. He trains thus, I shall breathe in, liberating the mind. What was liberating? First raga and dvesha goes, no. My thoughts are nothing but what I want and what I don't want. These are the only two. There is no third category only. So I shall breathe in, liberating the mind. He trains thus, I shall breathe out, liberating the mind. On that occasion, a bhikkhu abides, observing mind as mind. Correct? You're seeing the mind as mind. So, which part of Satipatthana is this? Chittanupasthana. Ardent, fully aware and mindful, having put away covetousness and grief for the world. Basically, put away raga and dvesha for the world. I do not say that there is the development of mindfulness of breathing for one who is forgetful, who is not fully aware. Underline that. What is he saying to you? If you are forgetful, if you are not fully aware, that means development of mindfulness will not happen for you. What is the meaning of being forgetful? I go away and I'm lost in my train of thought. Gone. Bombay, Agra, Delhi, full Himachal, घूम के Kashmir, Kanyakumari. Oh, suddenly, no, I'm in Nagpur. Oh, I'm here. You're forgetful. Where are you? You're gone for too long. Development of mindfulness is not going to happen if you keep forgetting. You have to make that effort to be fully aware. Buddha is telling you, be fully aware. Make the effort. Come back again and again and again and again. Okay? That is why, on that occasion, a bhikkhu abides contemplating mind as mind, means chittanupasthana, ardent, fully aware and mindful, having put away covetousness and grief for the world. Bhikkhus, on whatever occasion a bhikkhu trains thus, I shall breathe in observing impermanence. What is impermanence? Everything is changing, everything is temporary, or everything is impermanent. And how do you observe it? A sensation arises, passes away. A thought arises, it passes away. Oh, nothing is permanent in me. Even the so-called I arises and then suddenly it's not there. What happens in quiet mind? Can you find an I over there? Where is your ego? Yeah, so-called I also that arises is nothing but a thought. Yeah, Ramana Maharshi calls it the I thought. Yeah, it's just a thought. Yeah, it arises, it stays for a while and it passes away. As you go deeper and deeper, all this will become very clearer and clearer for you. Yeah. So, such a person who keeps saying, oh, ye to temporary hai, this is temporary, this is temporary. He is working on impermanence. Okay. So, a bhikkhu trains thus, I shall breathe in observing impermanence. He trains thus, I shall breathe out observing impermanence. He trains thus, I shall breathe in observing fading away of thoughts, sensations, perceptions. And he trains thus, I shall breathe out observing fading away. He trains thus, I shall breathe in observing cessation. Cessation of thought, perception, sensation. Yeah. He trains thus, I shall breathe out observing cessation. He trains thus, I shall breathe in observing relinquishment. Relinquishment? Giving up. Okay, this is not important for me to think right now. Let me meditate. That voluntarily giving up thinking about something. Voluntarily, I can think about it later. I can plan later. I don't have to plan about office right now. Otherwise, mind goes into planning. Mind goes into planning what you're going to cook. In your head, you start making the recipe. I have tomatoes. I have onions. Oh, I don't have kothmeer. So you're supposed to be meditating, not thinking about your coriander. You see what I'm saying? Yeah? You're not meditating, you're cooking in your head. Super clear? Relinquishing willingly. Right now, I don't need to think about cooking. Let me be here. Are you doing that? Are you making that effort? If you're not, take it up as a task. Very important for me to, when I meditate, to put aside whatever has come up. These are nonsense. I can plan later. Let me finish meditating, I'll plan. Yeah, let me finish meditating, I'll do that. Otherwise you're thinking about, oh, I've not washed my clothes, I've not washed my clothes, I've not washed my clothes. What are you meditating? I'll do it later. Relinquishment. It's like that teenager who wants, or a little kid who wants your attention. Mummy, mummy, mummy. Just wants your attention. Nothing else. It doesn't have anything great to show you. Mind does that. And the same thing. It's not that it's showing you something different. Same recipe, same coriander. I don't have coriander. Broken record in the mind. Yeah. Recognize it and relinquish. Willingly give up. I shall breathe in observing relinquishment. He trains thus, I shall breathe out observing relinquishment. On that occasion, a bhikkhu abides observing mind objects as mind objects. What is mind objects? Dhammanupasthana. He's correlating how Anapana takes you into Dhammanupasthana also. On that occasion, a bhikkhu abides observing mind objects as mind objects, ardent, fully aware and mindful, having put away covetousness and grief for the world. Having seen with wisdom the abandoning of covetousness and grief, he closely looks on with equanimity. What is equanimity? Sambhav. Yeah, the graph is a straight line, equanimous. There is no great pleasure, happiness dancing on top of the hill, and no diving into the well being depressed. Graph is not up or down. Yeah, sambha, equanimity. Yes. Why is he talking about equanimity in mind objects? When does your mind go up and down? हाँ, so mind objects क्या है? हाँ, feelings. Feelings is the most important. Hatred comes up, jealousy comes up. In excitement, sometimes you're just so excited. In that excitement, you don't care about somebody's feelings sometimes. Have you noticed? You can lose sensitivity in being overexcited. Has happened with you? Yeah. Boring? Good. It's not boring. It is very peaceful. There is no halchal in the mind. I told you, you will understand this the day you understand. Pleasure is pain. Not in words, it has to come as an experience. For that, you have to taste quiet mind. Do you know that means you've not tasted quiet mind? The level of quiet mind I'm talking about, where you become so still like a lake that you don't even want pleasure. A pleasurable thought is also like a thorn, you're spoiling it. That quietness, that peace, that is what you are thirsting for really, that quietness. And this will come as an experience. I want you to get there experientially. Don't try to understand it intellectually. Let it happen. You've done a lot of intellectual understanding through these years. Yeah, it'll come. It'll come. As long as you keep practicing the non-reaction, because to get rid of old habit patterns, for it to get replaced with equanimity, na? Unwholesome को substitute करना है wholesome से, उतना करना पड़ेगा. That much effort I have to make. The rest will happen. That you leave to the flow. That is why, on that occasion, a bhikkhu abides contemplating mind objects as mind objects, ardent, fully aware and mindful, having put away covetousness and grief for the world. So, Dhammanupasthana is over here. Bhikkhus, this is how the mindfulness of breathing developed and cultivated, fulfills the 4 foundations of mindfulness. This is how Anapanasati, developed and cultivated, fulfills Satipatthana. What is mindfulness of breathing in Pali? Anapana. And what is the 4 foundations of mindfulness? Satipatthana. Is this very clear?